Hey guys, cheers to Chai Tea Tuesday. I know exactly what I want to talk about today, and that's skincare and sun damage and the damage that I've done to my skin. Just woke up from a nap, so I'm gonna do my best to keep it short and sweet like I always say, and make this a really good video for you guys so you can learn from my mistakes. I'm sitting here on my bed. It's very obvious. I wanted this to be prettier, but I usually film in my living room where there's a lot more natural light, and it's so dark in California today, even though it's only like 3:34 p.m. So we are filming here in the bedroom with the lights on today. Normally when I film here, I film with like a camera that makes the background blurry and you can't see all this side stuff, but gotta work with what you got going on. All right, so today we are talking about skincare. I want to put a video right here, I'll show you in a minute, with my face with no makeup on. My skin, yeah. It's a hot mess, and I want to help you be able to figure out how to not have a hot mess skin like mine. I do so many things to take care of my skin, and some of it's genetic, and some of the issues with my skin I've done to myself. So I have three main things going on. I have acne, sun damage, and melasma. I will fill you in on what melasma is in just a moment because I know some of you might not know. The acne, let me tell ya, it is very genetic for me. I've had acne literally since 5th grade. It's insane. Since elementary school. Like, who gets acne in elementary school? I do. And then my mom had acne all the way up into adulthood, still has some sometimes. So I'm not a fan of being in my late 20s and having acne. And my skin right now, acne-wise, is pretty good, but I'm on a strong regimen from my doctor. It's all prescription. So right now is I'm taking a medication internally to help clear up my skin. I'm also using Retin-A once a day, and then a hydrocortisone cream on my skin as well, and it's all prescription. And that's really supposed to help with the pores, the fine lines, like aging of the skin, and keeping the acne clear. I do a lot for my skin, so one of the things that I do is I go to a dermatologist. I'll link him below. I don't get any discounts or anything. I wish. I pay full price every time. But he's so good that I'm just gonna pay full price, and if you're ever in LA, I would totally go to him because he is amazing. I came back from Asia on this trip with my skin just freaking the heck out, and I was like, please help me, and he totally did, and my skin is clearing up so much. Like I said, I want to have space right up in here to show you what my skin actually looks like when I don't have makeup on. All I have on today is Bare Minerals, and I love that Bare Minerals to me gives a really full coverage, even though it's just a powder and it's good for your skin. It's not going to clog your pores and be super heavy, but I have tons of like acne spots up in here, and it's like, even this is fresh, that's not even fresh, but my skin holds on to the pigment. So even if I had a zit like 3-4 weeks ago, you could still see where it was because it's dark in that spot. Awesome. Things to do to help with acne scars or discoloring. There's laser. So I do laser. I take the medication and the topical ointments that my doctor prescribes to me. And then next, okay, this one is the one that is like my fault. What I did to damage my skin. I don't know if I will ever get my skin to a good place, which is really sad, but I try really hard and I follow all the rules that my doctor says. I have like severe sun damage on my skin. So you can actually see it through makeup here. There's almost no hiding it at this point because it's so bad. It's easy to cover the lighter ones up here. I have a little bit of discoloration here, but this is bad, and it's underneath my eyes, which then makes it look like my eyes are sunken in here and that I'm tired, even though I'm not. Well, actually I am tired, but that's besides the point. I have severe sun damage. So what I did as a teenager, which nowadays you're like, oh my gosh, how could you ever do it? No one talked about how it could really, really significantly damage your skin. And as a teen, I just wanted to be tan. Before every single high school dance, I would go into a tanning bed for like 2 weeks straight. Even up into a little bit of the beginning of my pageant career, the 5 years that I did pageants, the first, I would say more than half of it, I did tanning beds before a competition because I wanted to get the natural base, like get my skin tan, and I'm Latina, so it will get tan. But years and years of doing that and like laying out with friends by the pool, I have severely damaged my skin. And you guys, I'm in my 20s. Like, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. there's almost no fixing it because I've had laser for this, and I'll link a video where I talked about my prep for a trip, and I had major laser, and you could see like it was the discoloration of like the pigmentation was coming up to the surface and flaking off, and I was so excited. But then I went on a trip where I was constantly in the sun and it came back even worse. So I'm really worried that with my sun damage I will never have clear skin again, but I do know that laser works because I've done laser. You just have to stay out of the sun, which is my issue. Even like on this most recent trip, you'll see pictures of us on the beach and in the water and on a boat tour and all these things. I first had my face lotion, has an SPF 15 or 20 in it. Bare Minerals, this has an SPF 15 in it. What else? Then I put an SPF 75, like actual sunblock made for your face on my face. And then I use zinc, and if you don't know what zinc is, that's something that like surfers use. I use the SPF 100 zinc, and they use that because they're in the water with the reflections, like severe like sun on their face all the time, and they use zinc to not get burnt and not cause damage to their skin. I did that the whole time and I felt like my sun damage just got worse. So learn from me, please. I beg of you, learn from my mistakes and protect your skin at all costs, because you don't want to be in your late 20s. Like, it makes me so sad that I'm in my late 20s and my skin is literally irreversibly damaged. There are things that I can do. I can do lasers, I can do facials, I can do as much as I can, and it will definitely help, but my skin will never be like it was when I was 21. Like, it's just not possible. 18, 19, like, it's not ever gonna be back. And I really want you guys to learn from my mistakes, because it's so bad. It's so bad. And then the last thing that I have going on with my skin is melasma. If you don't know what melasma is, I don't really know either, but I know that like you can't fix. Like sun damage, my dermatologist is like, okay, we're gonna do this and work on that, and we'll get you back, we'll fix it. And then he looked at my melasma and he was like, oh. He's like, okay, well, we can do da 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 da. So we're trying to work on it, but melasma, there's like no cure for melasma. So it's a discoloration of your skin as well. But I know a lot of women with a Latin background have the potential to get melasma. A lot of women get melasma during pregnancy. Something that has really worked for me is that company Rodan & Fields. I used them for probably 3 months straight, and it lightened my melasma and my sun damage, but I stopped using them when I was on my trip because I wanted to try to do what my dermatologist was telling me, and then I'll go back. So I will be back on Rodan & Fields. So let me list a few brands that really do help me. So Rodan & Fields helps me. BioClarity helps me with my acne. Everything my dermatologist tells me helps me with my acne. Bare Minerals, I just love them for like a light weight, but good coverage for my skin. Things like this. It's like a skin detox tea from Yogi Teas. I drink stuff like this all the time. Anything, tons of water. Oh, and last thing to like help with acne that I noticed really helps with when I have breakouts is when I remove dairy from my diet, like 95% of it, my skin does clear up a lot more. So for me, I've noticed that dairy causes acne. Something important for me to say is I'm not a dermatologist. I'm only sharing with you guys what I know works for me and the things that I've done to damage my skin. So hopefully you can prevent the damage for yourself and for your skin. Am I alone in this? Does anybody else have skin issues? I feel like people do out there. Comment below if you've ever dealt with any skin issues and what yours are and what steps you're taking to help fix them. I got my sunglasses on, my zinc, my SPF, all the things. Tons of water, less dairy, and then following my dermatologist's instructions. That really seems to do the best for me. Like now my skin is really good, but I'm still like, it's not pretty, which is sad to me, because I think as a woman, you feel beautiful when your skin is smooth and beautiful and even toned. I'll constantly be working on getting it better, and I'll be sharing with you guys on social media what works for me. Anywho, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for bearing with me on this background, which is not good when I'm filming on a cell phone like I am right now. And let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. Oh shoot, I forgot a shout out of the week. My shout out of the week is gonna be in the description box below. So please check it out because I love you guys. Thanks for checking out Chai Tea Tuesday. And I love you guys. Cheers to Chai Tea Tuesday.